Frederick. Today is Monday, May 20th, and I am your hostess, Danny Gurry. How are you? Happy graduation day to Frederick and TJ High School seniors. Today is your day, and the rest of Frederick County High Schools graduate throughout this week. What a great day for you and your families. Enjoy the moment, and be sure to be safe tonight. I know graduation night is a big evening. I know a bunch of you have Safe and Sanes, which are great. Keeps you indoors overnight and hopefully safe. And if you're up near Mount St. Mary's this week, I would avoid it at all costs. Thousands of families will be trekking up to Mount St. Mary's for these graduations. But what a wonderful day. I mean, there's just nothing better as a parent or a family member to watch your kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews graduate high school. It is just really a fun day. So enjoy it all, and best of luck to you this summer. All right, thank you for all the support on the socials. We've gotten to 238 subscribers on YouTube. Now, I was a little short of my goal of 250. But if we can hit that by Friday, this is what I'm going to do. If we hit 250 subscribers by Friday, I'm going to pick one of the subscribers on YouTube to get a brand new Good Morning Frederick t-shirt that are currently being printed at Special Tees here in Frederick. So they should be arriving any time now, but you'll get a free t-shirt, or you can get one of the OG t-shirts, which are currently at the shop at Everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. All right, so share the YouTube channel on your socials, scroll through a few of the videos and just give them a few likes if you can. And if you've just joined us, if you're a new viewer to Good Morning Frederick, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And you can search through our YouTube channel. We've got tons of playlists. So if you want to find restaurants in Frederick, we've got all kind of things to do in Frederick. We've got playlists, and I kind of categorize everything in that, so you don't just have to kind of fumble through. Or you can search for some of your favorites that we've already interviewed. We're starting week number 7. Hard to believe it's only been, I feel like we've been doing this for years now. But look, let's get to 250 by Friday, and one of you will walk away with an awesome Good Morning Frederick t-shirt. All right, speaking of the shop, the home of Everything Frederick, have you been there yet? It is fantastic. And many people are asking, what is it? Well, quite simply, it's a place to enjoy Everything Frederick and more, the group, in real life, number one. We've got comfy spaces for you to sit, places for you to recharge your phones, really meet friends. If you want to have coffee somewhere, we have free coffee. Shannon is providing coffee and bottled water if you are thirsty or just want to take a minute. And maybe for this week to get out of the heat, if you can believe it. We're open Wednesday through Sunday. And I know Shannon put only Thursday to Sunday, but I think my mom and I are going to cover the shop on Wednesdays as well. That is going to be coming soon. I'm going to meet with Shannon today, and we're going to chat about that because I do love having the opportunity to film you guys. I'm going to start doing some of our filming from 401 North Market Street, mostly just to meet interesting people from Frederick because this town is full of interesting and great people. And if you have some stuff you want to sell, maybe you're an artisan, well, we are giving you some space to do that. So if you would like to sell your stuff, drop an email to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. We have a few artisans in there right now. Shannon's sister Tara has taken some beautiful photographs throughout Frederick County and put them on these gorgeous glass cutting boards. I was in there the other day. My stepmom came in and she said, "Oh, those are too pretty to cut on." But you can. That's what they're made for. Fran Byrne has some prints on metal, which are stunning. Our friend Jill from Hammer Glamour 925 has some awesome jewelry that you can purchase. We have a few items from Frederick Made. And of course, Shannon has some gorgeous Everything Frederick t-shirts. We've got some Maryland stuff. You know how we are obsessed with this flag. We've got some bottle openers, some socks, some t-shirts, and some really cool shirts that say I'm a Frederick girl, which I love as well. Tons of stuff. It changes all the time. So come on up. We're at the corner of 4th and Market, and I'm going to be talking about some networking events that are coming up soon. They're actually really just social gatherings. You don't have to own a business or anything like that to come on by. All right, on the show today, I meet Katie, who's a volunteer coordinator. I give her a brand new title when I interview her because she's doing a lot of great stuff. She's at the Humane Society of Carroll County. And they've got a very cool program that residents of Frederick County can take advantage of. And we chat with Maddie, a 16-year-old entrepreneur with her company, Shirt Pun. So let's get things started on this Monday morning. Want to thank our show sponsor. The show sponsor of Good Morning Frederick is We Help You Move. And you know, it's funny, I keep seeing, at least once a week, someone on Everything Frederick and More is asking, who's a good mover out there? Well, you guys need to put We Help You Move. Just tag them in the post. We Help You Move is a fantastic company. It has been around since the 80s. And Nick and his team of experts are going to make that stressful time of moving so simple. You want to get him before you've even started packing. So if you're even just thinking about moving and you're starting the process, have Nick come in and talk through what you're looking for because he can help. They can pack you up. They can just move your boxes. But he's also got some great tips on making moving less stressful. And then he's going to take care of everything else for you. And we are still on the hunt for somebody to move either to or from Montana. I think we figured out that was the one state he hasn't been to in the lower 48. So anyway, he is a veteran and a great supporter of the Frederick community. And we've got some fun stuff to talk about that I am working on with him coming up very soon. But really, really fantastic people. And that's who we love to recommend. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, weather today looks a little foggy out there, I think. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But it's supposed to be clearing to partly cloudy skies with a high of 83. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 86. And Wednesday, mostly sunny and 90. Okay. I like where we're going with this, Mother Nature. Then Thursday, a couple thunderstorms with a temp of 82. And the rest of the week, including the weekend right now, and I'm knocking wood because it looks like it's only going to be partly cloudy in the low 80s. Thank goodness. Our poor businesses who are out there trying to have events and do great stuff on the weekends, Mother Nature's just constantly putting the kibosh. It's crazy. So we hope this weekend is decent. Plus, I need to clean out my garage. And the rain has just not made that fun at all. All right, I am starting some new features. I'm hoping coming up later this week, maybe early next, all right? One of them is called Famous from Frederick. Actually, I'm going to need your help for both of these, right? One is Famous from Frederick, so I Googled the top 10 most famous people from Frederick, Maryland, and came up with a list of many who are no longer with us. Might have to see if we can visit some sites like Francis Scott Key, obviously, the writer of the Star-Spangled Banner. But it would be awesome to find relatives of some of these people. And I'm going to go talk to my friend Chris Hall at Mount Olivet, where Francis Scott Key is interred, and find out where his family might be. But we have part of the list, Lester Bowie, jazz musician. I know that there's a lot of Bowies in this town. Bowie? Is it Bowie? B-O-W-I-E here in Frederick? I think it's the Bowies, not Bowie. That's David Bowie. Bowie. Lester Bowie, jazz musician. Oh, and we've also got Scott Ambush, huge musician from Frederick. Bobby Stegert, never heard of him. Therapist and former actor. I don't know. Maybe his family's still around here. Maybe he still is. I got to do some research. Brian and Michael Voltaggio, celebrity chefs, restaurant owners. My sisters went to high school with them. I have never once met either one of them. I've tried many times to try to connect. Hasn't happened, so maybe this will help do it. Sean Haddisy, well, I happen to know his sister and just met his parents not too long ago. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that one. And then the second one, oh, and also there are two very big sports people currently playing. My son said, he said, hey, how about Jordan Addison? I'm like, who? So anyway, graduate from Urbana or Oakdale, I think, playing for the Minnesota Vikings. So this summer, my goal, and you'll start seeing my TikToks, is to get a chance to chat with him. And of course, we've got Rob from the LA Rams. So my goal is to try to either talk to them if they're still around or meet some of their family. And then we're going to talk to you. Who's the most famous person you know? And I'm not just talking about somebody you may have met at the airport or whatever. Who could you actually call right now and get on the phone? Okay? Because I'm going to come up with some incentive for you to include me in that FaceTime or phone call. And we're going to have some fun with that this summer. So keep in mind, if you know somebody who knows somebody, have them get in touch with me at everythingfrederick at gmail.com. Okay. With these new features means we've got some sponsorships available. And so if you have a local business or you work for somebody who, might want to get some exposure, here are we got tons of sponsorships that are available. And you can actually, if you were interested, all you have to do is email me and I will send this link through to you. But simple things like live mentions, that would be like what we do for Pulling for Veterans and Atlas Wood Floors and Intense Barbecue and Dublin Roasters. It's only $400 a month and you get mentioned every single day, once in every show. Or you can just do one time a week. Many of our advertisers do this as well. And that's just $120 a month. I can do a remote live stream from your location. That was fun. We did that one for Lightbridge Academy. It's 1 solid hour of live streaming to all the places we stream live. That is 7 different channels. And so if you're having a special event, think of it kind of like the old remotes of yore, but this is way better, way more interactive. We can do long form interviews. We can chat with your customers. We can demonstrate something you're doing. Really cool. We can also run your 15 or 30-second video ad. That would be like tree trekkers, dreamscape slumber events, all-in-one events, and our own real estate goddesses. I can actually get one of those ads created for you if you don't have one already. Very affordable, from $30 to $145, depending on what we need to do. And you can have an endorsement, and that is going to be similar to Sushi Nomu. We're putting one out for Timeric, getting that video done right now. And so that is basically where I talk about my experience with your product, service, business, whatever that is. So anyway, if you know of anybody who is looking for some additional exposure, we've got it for you. All right, let's talk about the fun stuff. Our giveaways, I am replenishing. We had several expire, and in fact, I haven't updated the banner on here. Let me just see if I can do that real quick while I'm chatting. But so we gave away the Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. We gave away, let's see, I need lip sync. Lip sync is coming up next. That is happening this Thursday. You're going to want to get out there. Support ship. I'm trying to type and look while I'm doing this, but I'll wait and do it after the break. But support ship and you can come out and hang out with me and have a great time. And of course, we've got the 4 passes to the Cat Oasis at Fetch. Who doesn't want to just go sit in there and recharge? It's like kind of going to a little vacation, and you can just hang out in there with all the little kitties. All right. We've got nails, $25 off to CK Nails, $25 off Light Side Floats. And of course, what do we have? Oh, the detailing, Epic. You want to text Epic to get your car detailed. All right. So check those out and text. I'd love to give you those prizes. And we're working on some others. So many gracious and wonderful sponsors willing to give stuff away, which I love. All right. Speaking of gracious and wonderful, a few of us have joined together to form Sisters in Charity. It is a garden party that we're having, but leading up to that, I still need about 2 teams of ladies to get together and produce a work of art in a basket that will be raffled. Now, you will be choosing a charity to represent, and so far, we've had no duplicates. And if you are a nonprofit, go talk to your advocates. You know you have them out there, and get them to put in a basket for charity, okay? I need 10. I'd like 10. We'll go with 8. I think we have 8 right now, but I'd love 10. I'd love more than that, but I'd love 10, all right? And then coming up very soon, in a couple of weeks, we are going to be putting them on display at the home of Everything Frederick for you to come, buy your raffle tickets, and support these charities, okay? So if you're interested in participating and creating a basket, just reach out to me. You can text me and say, hey, send me the link to register, or hey, if you can't screenshot that QR code, because I don't know how well it's coming through, just let me know, and I'm happy to send you the details. But I'm really looking forward to this. If nothing else, on June 18th, it's going to be a great, fun event with a lot of wonderful people from Frederick who will be in attendance. And I hope you're there too. June 18th, 5 to 8. Put it on your calendar now. All right, finally, we are just, I think, 2 weeks, not even. Wait, we are 2. Yeah, so 2 weeks from Wednesday. 2 weeks from Wednesday. It is time for the Scotts Key Center Prom, and I can tell you, the staff and clients are so excited. I saw a couple ladies just last week. Actually, you know how I've talked to you. Beth will bring people to your place of business, or you can bring them to the shop at Everything Frederick and use our conference room, if it's available, to do things like stuffing envelopes. They were helping to stuff some envelopes for Pulling for Veterans, and they're sending out their sponsorship letters. So, I mean, what a great thing. You can bring the stuff you want them to do, and they can hang out and do it. And they had such a great time, and they are so grateful for us doing this prom for them. I'm so excited. It's called Out of This World, and we are pulling together volunteers, additional donations to help cover the food, as well as decorations. If you have anything kind of outer space that's kind of cool, actually, maybe I need to talk to our friends at the Met. Maybe they have some stage props or something we can use to decorate the room. But I'm looking for some really cool stuff to decorate the room. And volunteers, need a couple volunteers at 10 a.m. to help set up. And I need a couple volunteers at 1 p.m. to help clean up, just for an hour either side. And cannot wait to see their faces when they come through. And gotta thank Charles Studio, Alexa Bedwell, and I'm so excited I finally got her signed up for an interview. She is so giving and wonderful. And she's donated $500 to help feed these guys in a way that is prom worthy, right? And we're going to take care of a lot of great stuff for them. Also, the Arc on Market Street has donated the whole space. That's why we want the volunteers, because we want to leave it the way we found it. Bill Iser from Wiser Productions is doing his DJ thing, and he's bringing a standard photo booth. And then our friends Read 360 photo booth, They're bringing the one where you stand in the middle and the camera goes all around you. I've never done one of those, so I can't wait. I'm hoping I'll do it way before or way after. I'm not going to bump people out of the way for that one. Then we've got Jolena from Sun and Moon Balloon Design. She kicked in centerpieces, and she's going to do a little swag. And then Ellen Fowler is going to do some balloons as well, because you can never have too many. And then Uncle Ralph's cookies and cupcakes. And, I keep forgetting to add All In Events. George is letting me borrow a red carpet. I'm making a note right now because George is awesome. And he is giving me a red carpet because they got to walk in and feel like royalty. All right. So want to thank all of them. This town is amazing. And if you can, maybe you got a little extra back in your tax refund, and aren't you lucky? Because we owed money. But if you did, maybe $10. If you can donate to scottkeycenter.org, it is tax deductible. You can click on the donate button and give whatever you can there, just to help us maybe get the rest of that food budget covered. All right, after the break, we're going to talk about all the events going on in Frederick. Plus, you're going to meet Katie from the Humane Society of Carroll County and Maddie, who is celebrating her first year in business. That's coming up just after this short break.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
All right, and A&S Construction, let me pull them up right here. There we go. A local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. And it's going to be a great week to enjoy it. You're going to be sad if you don't have one. You might as well get started now. So call her, 301-703-2157, or email info@ansconstruction.net. That's info@ansconstruction.net. And if you're just sitting on your phone right now, shoot her a quick email and let her know you're watching. She actually, I met with her last week. She is my chamber ambassador. And she said somebody actually said that they'd heard her ad, which is fantastic. You know, that helps businesses like me who are doing subconscious marketing, which is what it pretty much is. Now, Sandra has extended her Good Morning Frederick special for our viewers. If you need any work done, you can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. All right? Let her know you saw it on Good Morning Frederick. All right, let's talk about all the great things that are going on in Frederick, and there are a lot. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you put on your floor they can handle. Give them a call today at 301-948-9663 or go to atlaswoodfloors.net to check them out. Now, I mean, almost weekly, I see somebody post in the group, hey, where do you go to get, any good wood floor people, any people can install luxury vinyl plank or anything else? Call my boys at Atlas Wood Floors. Besides, my little brother works there. I want to keep him in business, right? Want to keep him going. Plus, he gets to come up to Frederick a lot. And they're only in northern Montgomery County, so they're not that far. He will happily travel to wherever you need to go, and you have to ask him to show you the photos of that brass and wood inlay he did. It was stunning at a restaurant in D.C., I think. Fantastic. All right, if you want to know what's happening in Frederick, where do you go? That's right. The Everything Frederick calendar, which you can get by simply texting the word calendar to 888-465-2944. You know it, you love it, and here we are, another week, May 20th. Again, let's look at the agenda version so I can actually see what's happening. All right, let's see what we got going on. Ooh, an annual Frederick County Adoption Awareness and Fundraiser at Frederick Shell Car Wash. WFMD is doing that from 3 to 6 tomorrow. Interesting. So you can head over there and see what they are doing. We've also got the YMCA Frederick County's Farmers Market is on Tuesdays, 3:30 to 6:30. This might be one of the first week. Oh, yeah, May 21st to October 29th. So it is back, the Farmers Market at the YMCA. We love that. It's so close. I mean, downtown Y is so easy to get to. Oh, my goodness, the first carnival. New Windsor. The New Windsor Carnival is this week. You can check that out. Check the hours before you go, because when I posted these online, they did not have their hours listed, and look, we love our firefighters. We do. Oh my gosh, we love all of our emergency service personnel, okay? And we love the auxiliaries that support them. They are not marketing people, though. And some fire departments are better than others at putting out great information and up to date on their social media. So I'm sure they have updated everything, but when I put this on the calendar, it wasn't quite there yet. So head on out, because supporting these carnivals supports the firemen, especially, obviously, the volunteers. They use it to buy equipment. They use the money to, help get what they need to keep us safe. And so we love that there. All right, what else do we have? Wednesday, we've got Jefferson has their farmers market as well. First time of the season, so you can check that out. Look, a lot of great places you can get fresh fruits and vegetables and all that good stuff. And then Thursday, of course, we have Alive at 5. Thursday, this week, it is Quantum Leap Band, which is 80s. Oh, gotta love that. Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss it this week because it's SHIP's annual lip sync battle. It is Thursday, May 23rd. Win your tickets by texting lip sync or SHIP or whatever you want. Just say, give me the tickets. I'll be happy to bring you along to that event at Attaboy Barrel House. It's a big fundraiser for SHIP, and we want to help those kids who are homeless and going to school. I mean, they are doing their part. Let's do our part to help them out. All right, what else do we got this weekend? The Great Boonesboro Carnival is this weekend, along with the New Windsor Fire Department Carnival is still going on. So there you go. You got a couple carnivals that you can check out. Saturday, again, let me just tell you, I don't think one day on our calendar is blank, okay? There are tons of stuff going on. It's Memorial Weekend. Yes, the first official weekend of summer. I forgot, because Friday I'm going to be at a friend's wedding, and it's Memorial Weekend, so I forgot all about it. But yes, Memorial Weekend is this weekend. Hey, leave me a comment and let me know what you're doing to officially kick off your summer. You can head to Terrera Winery. I've never been there, in Leesburg. They are having a summer concert. And let's see, on Sunday, again, we got more carnivals. We've got, what is this? Sip In. Oh, that is at I think that's at Elk Run Winery. So I'm going to have to update that. I'm going to see what they got here. Let's see where it's just heading to the calendar. I don't even know what that is. So I got to figure out, I got to shut there we go. Live show. I think that's at Elk Run. Of course, you can come visit us at the home of everything Frederick. Come check it out. Buy a couple things. Especially, look, if you have someone visiting from out of town, summer's officially kicking off, you might be having some guests from out of town. It's the perfect place to come. Now, a few people said, well, do you have information about all the shops? Well, No, not really, but we do have a map of all the shops, and we are a good source of information. We between all of us that hang out at the shop, we know quite a bit about Frederick, but we're not the information booth. Okay, we're not the tourist visitor center, but we can help you out as much as possible. All right. So anyway, head to us. Come check it out. We think you're going to like it. Look, the shop is all about you, right? It's going to morph and change as we morph and change. And that's what we love about it. We're not kind of setting boundaries and rules that we can't break. All right. Get the link and the details for all of these events and more. Text calendar to 888-465-2944. And if you have an event you want included on the calendar, just email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. All right, it's now time to talk about who's doing good in the neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at dublinroasterscoffee.com. Animal shelters have gotten pretty creative about finding ways to get dogs adopted. Well, Katie researched some of these ideas, and Doggy Day Out seems to be a hit for all involved right now at the Humane Society of Carroll County. Let's chat with Katie. Adopted more animals than I know from an animal shelter. Adopt, don't shop. And Katie Marinello is the volunteer coordinator liaison in charge. You like that new title I gave you? Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I reached out to you originally because I saw something posted on social media, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I could never, ever volunteer because I would not only be a foster fail, I would be an employee fail or a volunteer fail. First of all, how many animals do you have at home?
I only have two that I own.
Okay.
They were foster fails. So I have been fostering for the Humane Society of Carroll County for 5 years. And
Wow.
I've had 42 cats and kittens come through my house.
Oh my gosh. And 42 have left.
Well, 40 have left.
Right, okay. So there were two fails.
I have 3 right now that have not left yet because they are still being fostered. But
Right.
So I have 2 foster fails and 42 that have gone on to their other homes.
Oh, well, that's a pretty good record, I have to say, for you. That's great.
Yeah.
What was your very first initial interaction with Carroll County Humane Society?
I actually started, I moved to Westminster in 2019, and I was taking care of a family member. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't have a lot of connection to the community, so I decided I wanted to volunteer. And so I started with cleaning the cat rooms once a week for like 6 months, and then I started to foster, and I continued to volunteer in the shelter until COVID came and they weren't letting volunteers in anymore, and then I continued to foster throughout that whole time. So
Yeah.
it's been 5 years of being involved as a volunteer, and then I've been employed here for 3 months.
Oh, very good. That's awesome. Look, I think that, and maybe people don't even realize how vital fosters are to humane societies, because you guys help nurture and, whether animals are injured or ill, or just giving them that chance that they wouldn't have if they were just thrown in there. So,
especially little ones, the kittens and mothers who are nursing, they just don't have the immune system to be here in the shelter.
Yeah.
And also, we don't have that much space, right? We only have so much space.
Well, space is probably one of the biggest things, right? For every animal shelter. Yeah,
so fostering and our partnership with PetSmart and other animal supply stores where we're able to bring cats and small critters to be adopted, it's really essential towards making sure that we have enough space for intake here.
Yeah, and that's excellent. So I know on social media, a lot of animal shelters have gotten very creative about put them in their best light, so to speak, to help get them adopted. But you put out this really cool idea, which I don't know why every single one doesn't do it. Tell us a little bit about this program of taking a dog out for a day.
Yeah, so it's not, I mean, I didn't invent it. It's
No,
definitely something
no.
that other shelters do. And I was actually able to get some great resources from other shelters to get started on the program. So it's called Doggy Day Out. And it basically allows a family or an individual to take a dog from our kennel out for between 4 to 24 hours. So you can choose to do a day trip or an overnight. And it just allows the dogs to get out into the community. We encourage people to take them to parks and stores that are dog friendly, places that people who would not necessarily come into the shelter might interact with the dog and be like, oh, maybe I do need a new dog. Maybe I do want to add someone to my family. So it's great for the dog because obviously the kennel is, we get them out every day and they go out into the yard and stuff, but it's always nice to have a little out of the kennel time.
Absolutely.
And see how they interact with humans, other animals they may encounter, kids, that sort of thing.
Well, I think this is brilliant because I think I read in your post that when you do take the dog out for a day, you're kind of surveyed when you get back, like how did the dog interact? Because again, many people may not realize, but shelter life is very stressful for a lot of animals, and they're not usually putting on their best face during that time. It's just the noises and just being in a different environment. And, I think that maybe, finding out that a dog is, super chill outside of the shelter, or may have an aversion to cats, or may love little kids, and especially with strays, you guys have no idea where these dogs came from or what their behaviors, good or bad, were. So I just think okay, let me ask, so when you implemented this program, when at Carroll County?
So we've had it in kind of a limited sense for a little bit, but we just launched it on a broader scale, publicizing it March 6th.
Okay.
Sorry, May 6th. Let me say
May
that
6th.
again.
Okay, so it was just recently. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And what of the response from the community? How's that been?
Oh, overwhelming. I mean, it's just been amazing to see how many people are willing to give up their time and really come in and make this commitment. I mean, it's a big commitment to take a dog. Again, like you said, we don't know everything about them. They're really helping us to kind of collect that data. And yet we do have a report card that they come back with a little bit about what they did with their doggy day out. And then we also really encourage people to post pictures and tag us on social media.
Because the whole goal is to get these dogs into a home and out of the shelter, which is better for everybody.
Yeah, they also go out with little business cards that you can hand to people who ask for them.
Very good. Very good. Very clever. I like it. Branded leash and no, I don't know.
We have leashes and collars that say "Adopt Me."
Oh, very good. Oh, my marketing brain is just loving this. Love it.
When you come in, you get a backpack. It has everything you're going to need for the day, including like information, what information we do have about the dog, their rabies license, food, treats, water bottle, and then some of the fun stuff like the Adopt Me, like a bandana.
Oh, yeah.
Put on the leash, and the business cards that allow people to see all of our adoptable dogs. There's a little QR code to see all of our adoptable dogs.
Brilliant.
And other animals.
Yeah, brilliant. I know summertime is generally big for strays, and, it's just a big time of year.
Yeah.
How many animals do you guys, or dogs in particular, do you have at the shelter right now?
And I can find out for you.
That's all good. It's all good.
I know we have about 30 kennels, but not every dog is adoptable. Some of them are still in medical treatment and that sort of thing. So yeah, and then we have a bunch of dogs in foster care right now because of the Tawny Town fire that you may have heard about.
Oh yeah.
We rescued about 65 animals from that house.
Okay.
And those dogs were in foster care and are going to be up for adoption next week.
Actually, I think my girlfriend just adopted a dog from that incident. Yeah. Terrible. That's just really, any animal lover. I don't know how you do your job. I give you 100% props that you've only failed 2 times with cats. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What is one thing you'd want people to know about the Humane Society of Carroll County that they might not know?
I think what people don't know about the Humane Society is that there are 15 to 20 heroic stories happening in this building every day. Everybody who works here really, really does love and care for animals. They really want the best outcome for all animals. And so I think that spending some time here as a volunteer, you'll start to see that and really understand what the mission is here and help out some animals.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I mean, I think it's, I think you guys face some things every day that, many people would have difficulty doing. What's been the biggest challenge in your time there that you've noticed for the Humane Society itself or, that you've seen with animals in particular?
I would say the biggest challenge is budget.
Yeah.
Right? Having the money to care for the animals the way we want to.
Yeah.
And make our facilities updated, all that good stuff. And then just room. So if you are considering bringing any animal, but be it dog, cat, we have guinea pigs, we get sometimes reptiles in, we get fish in, I mean, things that you wouldn't necessarily think of, do look at the Humane Society website first, because you'd be not only helping that animal, but helping us have space to rescue more.
Yeah. Do you guys adopt to people outside of Carroll County?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I've adopted to people, as a foster, I've adopted to people as far north as like New York.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Excellent. So where can people go to see the animals that you guys have available? Just your website?
Yep. You go to our website, click on adoptable animals. They're all there. It's updated pretty much in real time. So nice. Who's on there? Obviously, with the Doggy Day Out program, some of those dogs may not be in the building.
Right.
It's always a good idea to call ahead and make sure that they're still here. But if they're on the website, they are still adoptable.
Yes, absolutely.
I will say that if you are adopting a dog, you do need to put an application in ahead of time.
Yeah.
And we don't have that for cats or small animals, but for dogs, we do like vet checks and make sure the property, whoever owns the property,
right,
is allowing dogs. And
that's fair enough. Most places, cats don't usually meet that necessity.
Yeah,
either
you're not gonna have a 20-pound cat.
No.
It's not gonna stay 20 pounds for long. What else did I say? So doing that ahead of time really helps the process.
Yeah.
And then we have open adoption hours now, so people can just walk in and see our dogs, cats, and other animals.
Nice. Do you have a favorite breed of cat or dog?
Well, I don't believe that there are breeds of cats. So.
You'd probably be right there.
Yeah. No, I'm a big cat person. I'm a cat lover, obviously, with 42 fosters under my belt. So this is my favorite room, I think, in the shelter. It's the community cat room. And people can sign up to come in and literally just play with the cats. It allows them to get used to people, get used to voices, get used to interaction and interacting with other cats. So right now we have 7 in this room.
Okay, I was looking over your right shoulder. Is that, it looked like a leopard? Is that a stuffed? That's
a cat bed. But behind it.
I was going to say.
That's one. They are all napping right now. And I'm like, come on, guys.
It's okay. It's all good. I know. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine.
3 o'clock, that's a big napping time.
Cats, I think any time is a good napping time. But I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, I think what you're doing up there is wonderful. Again, I think it's it takes special people to kind of work in this day in and day out, and keep the faith, I guess, for these animals, all of them. They all deserve a home that is loving, and they're just the most amazing things. So we really, really appreciate your time today, and we will post information about your Doggy Day Out and see if there's some people down here who might, and from anywhere really, might want to come and take advantage of that. It's a good way to test out if you've never owned a dog before. It's a great way to test out your kids who begged for dogs for so long, and you say, okay, You got 24 hours. Let's see how you do. It's a really, really interesting program, and I wish you guys all the success with it.
Thank you so much.
All right. I love that. I love when organizations use creativity to try to solve the problems that they're having, and they certainly have. I need to work with Frederick County Animal Control. Got to give them a call, actually. I used to work with them previously at my other role, and I have some ideas for them too. That's something similar, but a good way to highlight some of the animals there. Anyway, I think that's great. All right. After the break, we'll meet Maddie, who is celebrating 1 year in business with Shirt Pun, and it's coming just after this.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
Oh yeah, and use that promo code to save $25. I am working with Jessica right now to try to get her to set up a couple little displays at our garden party on June 18th. So if you want to come see what she's got and see it in person, we'll help her out. We're working on it. I'm not gonna make any promises right now because it is a Tuesday, and she's gonna have to get down here and get that set up. All right. This weekend was an awesome weekend for our Frederick Flying Cows. We are 18-3. And they are away for the last 3 games of the season. Thursday night, Friday night, and Sunday they play. It has been an amazing season. I want to thank everyone who came out yesterday. I think that was our largest Sunday crowd all season long. But now is the time. We want you to jump on what I'm calling the barn wagon instead of the bandwagon. We're happy. We're happy for you to jump on because we are winners. We are number 1 in the league right now, and this means we may get 2 playoff games coming in the beginning of June. So that's when playoffs started. But what I'd like to do is get some viewing parties going. So I'm going to be working on that for Thursday evening, Friday evening, which I can't attend, and Sunday. I can be there at that one. So anyway, Thursday and Sunday, let's get something together because this is a great team. They're so much fun. Last night is the first game my son was able to come to because he's finished college. It wasn't the greatest game as far as being tight or exciting because the Cows won, I think, by like 50 or something crazy. But it is still fun to watch, and it's very, very good basketball. And you're right there with all the action. And I just have had a blast. And I have to say, I have the team's only been around since March, and being the MC of the games, I've had more people say something to me about seeing me at a Cows game than in every previous role that I've had where I felt like I was kind of out in the public eye, but this for sure, I don't know, people get very excited about it. My husband and I went to the Distillers Festival, what was it called? Maryland Spirits on Saturday. We waited for the rain to clear a little bit and went out. Great day. Oh my gosh. I came home with 4 bottles from Fordham Distiller. I didn't realize they were in Middletown. I don't know why. Amazing. And my son's like, yeah, full of sugar. Okay, who cares? Just a little sipper. It's like Bailey's, but better. We got Snickerdoodle and oh God, creamsicle and blueberry and what was the peanut butter. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we had a great time there. I want to thank Monica Pierce and Abby Casarella for allowing me to go and check it all out. But anyway, we were standing there in line and a gentleman said, "Hey, go Cows, aren't you the MC?" And I said, "Yes." And it's so fun. And if you've got kids, oh, they just have a ball. We have a great time with them. Anyway, so stay tuned for that because we got some games coming up and I'm going to need your help. All right, let's talk about the people making this Frederick market and economy happen. We call this market makers. Market Makers is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans, teaming up with Reliable Recycling. Take your recyclables and mention Pulling for Veterans, and then you'll be donating your recycling proceeds to Pulling for Veterans. Help the environment and help veterans and clean out like your garage or your work sheds and all that stuff. Now you can go to Reliable Recycling to find out all the materials that you're able to drop off, or you can go to pullingforveterans.org to donate directly or for more details. She first started in business at just 9 years old, but she's not stopping there. This 16-year-old has a company that has just celebrated its first year in business. This is Maddie, and her company is Shirt Pun. Here with Maddie, Shirt Pun entrepreneur. I love it. I was telling you a little bit earlier, I'm so passionate about young entrepreneurs because I think it's an important skill to learn that you're creating something, you have kind of control of your future and your destiny. Is that how you feel about owning a business, or is it like, wah?
Yeah, it's awesome. It sets you free, and it's just so awesome.
So let me ask you, kind of going back, how did you decide that you wanted to start a business? Have you always done this? Have you always kind of done the lemonade stand and then this?
Yeah, so growing up, my parents have both been very entrepreneurial, and they kind of instilled that in me.
That's very funny how that apple and the tree aren't very far separated, are they?
Yeah.
Does it excite you to kind of have that? You kind of get this like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah, I love it. It's so, I don't know if this is the right word, but it's just so fun. Like,
It is
awesome.
fun. Yeah, it is fun and awesome. I would use those words for sure. Absolutely. What was your very first business?
My very first business, my mom and I started together, and we sold like hand creams and lotions and
Well,
fun stuff
that's
like that.
pretty advanced for a 9 or 10-year-old. I like it. And did that kind of like you got the bug and you were like, okay, I can do this. I
Yeah,
need to look for more
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, I
Okay.
loved every second of it.
Yeah, very good. Do you babysit and do all of that stuff too?
Sometimes,
Other than your
yeah.
brother?
Yeah.
Are you saving for something big?
I'm saving it for college.
Oh, that's a big, do you know where you're going to go?
I am not sure exactly yet.
Do you have like a top 3 list?
University of Maryland, Hood, or Mount St. Mary's are
Oh,
probably
I
my
like
top
these.
3 at the
Mama, be
moment.
happy. They're all local, all close, in state. We love that. My son's at Maryland, so I'm a Terps mom. I love it. But yeah, and that's, they've got a great business school there too, that was what my son went for. So he got the bug too, but a little bit different. He didn't start any businesses, but he loves the idea of business. So that's kind of cool. What did you learn most from her? If you could just say kind of one thing, business-wise, what would that be?
How to work hard.
Yeah, that's a great lesson to learn. It is hard work, isn't it? So Shirt Pun, this is your current business.
Yes.
How did that start?
I honestly don't know where I got the idea.
Oh, well, hey, middle of the night, wake up and go, hey, I'm going to make some shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I heard of a friend doing it, like, not the same thing, but she was selling, like, different shirts and t-shirts with her designs, and I thought, wow, that's awesome. And it kind of, I, like, researched it. I'm like, that actually looks really cool.
Yeah, and I could do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming that there is some sort of equipment involved that you need, right? So tell me about the process of what you do. Are these transfers?
Screen printing, I could not have all that equipment.
Yeah, I don't think your mom would let you have it. Not in the living room anyway, maybe. Part of the basement. But yeah. Do you design them all?
For customers, sometimes businesses or people have a logo or design they already have, or sometimes I design them as well, yeah.
Okay, so you're pretty skilled then, I'm assuming, on the computer with graphic design and stuff?
Kind of.
What about the whole process do you love the most about doing t-shirts and helping people?
Honestly, I feel like communicating and like interacting with clients and customers, like it's just awesome. Okay, this is the need. How can we do this? Like, and the whole collaborative process is Honestly, I love everything.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose one, that might be it.
Okay, that's fair enough. What's been the biggest challenge of having your own business?
Honestly, I might say like getting all like the legal stuff in place. Like it's all in place and everything, but like just figuring
Just
that out.
IRS, it's all good. She's good.
Yeah. Yeah, but like figuring that out in the beginning was not my wheelhouse at all. So
Okay.
I had to get some help in that area, but like
Hey,
now
we
it's
all
doing
do.
good.
We all do. It's all good. We all have people, you know, here's my only piece of advice I would offer you, because you're probably going to be more successful than me, but always use people for their expertise, right? Why I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to learn all that stuff, so I go to people I trust too. So that's very smart. And that is a pain. It is a pain, all that stuff. When did you start Shirt Pun?
I started March of 2023, so celebrated 1 year this March.
Oh, wow. Happy 1 year. That's fun.
Thank you.
How is your marketing? Like, how do people find out about you so far?
So currently it's been mostly word of mouth.
I love word of mouth
which
is great.
Yeah, it's fun because I still have school and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yes, of course.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like Frederick Lifestyle's been great, and like there have been different people who like promote, and like it's still technically word of mouth, but it's like it's just awesome how everyone's helping and like
Yeah.
just
Yeah, social media is just digital word of mouth. That's exactly what it is. So that's great. So obviously people are happy. So let's see some of these styles that you have done, or these t-shirt designs you've done.
Oh yeah.
First of all, I like your folding. Do your drawers look like that in your room?
I try. Yeah, so some are Frederick Lifestyle,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
Some kids shirts for the Virginia Creeper Trail.
Oh, that's cool. Now, were these, you didn't tie-dye these too, right?
I did not tie
you
them,
purchase
no.
them that way?
Yes.
I love tie-dye. It's so cool.
It's
yeah.
so cool.
It
and
is
it always
cool.
looks awesome.
Yeah. And it never goes out of style.
It
so.
never does. Yeah.
Oh, I
and-
remember these shirts. Yes.
Yeah, boots and bow ties.
Love that.
Typically, I say 10 or more shirts for custom orders, just because it helps keep the cost down, and not the cost down, but for the
Yeah,
customer.
it is cost. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually 10 is the minimum, just for like events. Like I've done like 8 on occasion for like people I know, and like
Right.
there's always that. But
Yeah. Yeah, you'll learn eventually that sometimes it's like, nope, it's 10. You can buy the extra 2 shirts, you'll be good, and I'll be okay. All right. Where do you hope that this business goes? Do you feel like this is going to be kind of like your business that you keep growing even after school and all of that? Or do you feel like you might move to something else?
I'm hoping to do it like as long as I can, like through school and everything, because it's just I love doing it, honestly, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, like see wherever God takes it, but
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Well, look, I mean, I think having a business, learning these skills, knowing that it's something you can grow, knowing that it's something you can do while you go to school, and helping you to save up money for something as important as a college education or your next step after school is fantastic. How can people order shirts from you? Where do they go?
So I have a website, it's shirtfun.com. I also have like individual shirts that like I've designed that aren't like custom.
Oh, your own stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So
cool.
it's like it's kind of like 2 in 1.
Well, you should. If you're going to build a website, use it for as many things as possible.
Yeah.
Why the name Shirt Pun?
So it originally started, I kind of just touched on it, but I was originally making shirts with like jokes and puns on them,
Oh.
like individual, and drop
Okay.
shipping them. And I would
Nice.
design them, and then someone would order on the website, and I'd ship it to them and everything.
Oh, so
So-
you using like a third party
Yeah,
kind of thing?
originally I was,
Now
yeah.
you're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Very cool. What's your funnest one? Do you have one?
I don't know. Okay, I'm a crazy chicken fan, so I might say it says comedy hen, and it has a chicken. I don't know.
I like it. I like it. Very good. So people can still get those.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, I have about 300 different designs. on my
Holy
website.
cow. Wow. I've seen people like that, like on TikTok and all these. So this is your own website, not through Etsy or anything. So through just your own website, they can just come and order.
Mm-hmm.
Are those pretty successful?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think with 300 designs, like, it's like maybe there's like a hit here, like everyone loves this, and then maybe this one doesn't sell as much. But like I'd say definitely like it's definitely
That's
really good.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. If there was one thing you'd want everybody to walk away after this knowing about Shirt Pun, what would it be?
Just that we're here for you. Like
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, if anybody needs any shirts. So when would somebody contact you? When do you feel like this, people typically will contact you for what?
honestly, a lot of people or businesses or nonprofits it's very popular custom shirts and stuff for events, or like if someone has like a summer camp or like National Junior Honor Society, like clubs, or like anything. Like a lot of times when there's like groups of people who like all share something in common, a lot of times people like to like show
They
that
want
and
to brand
express
it,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Yep, they want the shirt to prove that they've been there.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, we want to thank Maddie and letting me come in and check out all her wonderful designs. Shirt Pun is the name of the company, and this is Maddie. And she is its owner. Love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love young entrepreneurs. I really do. And she is just something special. I tell you, she's going to do very well, I think. All right. We've gone a little over today, but I appreciate you guys sticking around. Tomorrow's show, I've got Joe and Abby from Wolf's Exotic. It's a new business, years in the making. And I'm going to chat with Sarah Coleman, who is bringing her food to the people. We're on all the socials, so when you have a minute, search and follow and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you for the extra subscriber on YouTube. Appreciate that very much. Get your friends to subscribe as well. All right, it is Monday. Get out there. Be great, Frederick. Have an awesome week.